Hi, Poor Guy's Guns here today. First off, I want to thank the new subscribers we got, because it's nice to know that we actually got somebody watching the videos. But if you're not subscribed, we'd appreciate it if you did subscribe. If you liked the video, it'd be nice to have you put a like down on it. Well, today's video, we're going to try out what they call a Remage Barrel. Now, I don't know how many is familiar with a Remage Barrel, but for a poor guy, if he wants a caliber that he can't get a Remington in, or if he wants to save some money on the charge to put in a barrel that maybe the gun didn't come in, or if you wear out a barrel and you need to replace a barrel, a Remage Barrel is a reasonable option. If you look here, you can see where this has a nut here, like a Savage, and this way you don't need a gunsmith to mount the barrel. You could get a go and a no-go gauge to set the headspace, and you can put the barrel on yourself. This one here is an Excalibur. There's a few different companies out there now that's doing Remage barrels. Some people have wondered, how accurate is it if you do a Remage barrel? Are you going to get accuracy out of it? There's been some videos out there who's tested the Remage barrel. We haven't done a Remage barrel yet. In fact, this is the only gun I have that has a Remage barrel. I wanted to try one for myself and see how they were. Like I say, it is a cheaper alternative to having a gunsmith do it. As you can see, this gun has a bipod and leg on the back where you can shoot off of. But I took this aluminum plate and mounted it to the tack rail. I thought maybe that would be a more accurate option today, since we're going to test it for you guys so you can see how it does. One of the first questions somebody asks when you're doing a test of accuracy of a barrel is, well, what kind of components are you using in it? Well, today we're going to use Leupold brass. We're using reloader number 22 powder, and we're using 140 grain Burger bullets loaded with Redding dies, and it's a 6.5 by 55 Swede. Now, this is an older cartridge, but it's a fairly accurate, I guess you'd say. It's not a 6.5x55 or a dasher, but it's not a bad cartridge for accuracy neither. So we're going to be shooting that today. We're going to take it outside. I have a rail on this gun. It's I believe it's a Leupold rail. It has the Athlon Argos scope. Now, if any of you are familiar with Athlon Argos, I'm sure you have your own opinions. In my opinion, the scope tracks good. It's got positive clicks. It's the crosshairs aren't bad on it, but in my opinion, I don't particularly like the glass on them. There's a lot of scopes out there I feel have a lot clearer glass. But then there are scopes out there where it's clear glass, but you really don't trust them to do good tracking or to hold accuracy. And one of the tests that we'll probably be doing coming up here is we'll probably be testing some of the cheaper scopes, so you can see how they fare too. But today our test will be of this gun here with the Remage Barrel, 6.5 by 55 Swede, and we're going to see how it does. I'm going to shoot for group and see how we do. We're out here today with the 6.5 by 55 Swede again today. I was really disappointed with the way that Excalibur barrel shot the other day, and I wanted to make sure it wasn't the scope, because the scope wasn't one that we tested or anything. And to make sure it wasn't the scope or the mounts, I went and I put on a different scope and mount here. One that I trust more than the other one, because the other one was untested. And we want to find out if it was the scope or if it is the Remage Excalibur barrel that is the problem. So the scope's been changed. We're going to shoot it a little bit today and let you see how it does. Okay, now the bullets I sighted in the gun with, you'll see those two separate. The other bullets I shot wasn't the ones I used to sight it in, and that's why they're not hitting the dot down there, but you can get an idea of the group and draw your conclusions from that on whether or not you think that the Remage barrels are any good or not. Bye for now.